Okay, welcome everyone to the Week 12 overview. First, I just want to say congratulations for making it through Week 11. Please know at any time you can always Zoom me for conference appointments. Don't forget, my office hours are during our regular class time, so Monday and Wednesday from 8 to 9:50. Just email me and we can jump in Zoom and I'll do everything I can to help you. Okay. So the biggest thing to know this week is that the due dates are different this week. It's because I'm pushing you to finish those synthesis papers, and I know you haven't written one yet because you just did 2 reflections last week. You're going to try your hand at writing one this week, but I need to push you to get that done so that we can transition to our pre-writing, and then on Friday your justice paper brain dump. The focus of the week is on writing. So the green sheets for restorative and retributive should be super quick because you just have, 3 retributive texts and 3 restorative texts. So those green sheets should just help focus you so that you're ready to write your synthesis paper. This is the first time you will have written a synthesis paper. There is a worksheet that will help you. It is not as involved as the ones that you saw for commutative and distributive and social and procedural. So hopefully you really did some good reflection on what you learned from those so that you can apply it to this first synthesis paper that you're actually writing. So yes, you are going to write a synthesis paper for restorative and retributive justice. These two go together so well that I think that while the approach won't challenge you, I think that just the process might. Okay, and then on Wednesday also, your justice paper pre-writing is due. I'm going to go over that because there's 2 videos that you're going to watch for that. And then your brain dump is due at 11:30 on Friday night. Okay, so again, 3 jobs this week. Green sheets, synthesis paper, and then and your brain dump, okay? So it's a writing week. Like I said, one thing leads to the next. So again, your green sheets are first. They're due Monday. Get them done. They should be pretty easy, but you've got to do these so that that can help you write your synthesis paper. That gives you the rest of Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all day to get that synthesis paper done. You will also need to carve out some time to do your pre-writing worksheet. And then all of that, these 2 things are due on Wednesday, and then the rest of the week you have all the way till Friday night to focus just on your brain dump. Okay, so again, your green sheets are due Monday, and your synthesis paper is due on Wednesday. If you need any help with these, please reach out to Alex. Please reach out to me. Let us help you, but get going on that. Again, there is a help with synthesis worksheet here that you're going to want to look at. Again, it'll just kind of guide you, but not as prescriptively as the social and procedural and commutative and distributive worksheets guided you. And then, again, just turn in your paper when you're done. Okay, again, green sheets due Monday, synthesis due Wednesday. Because then, also due on Wednesday is your pre-writing sheet. Now I'm going to exit out of this presentation in just a minute to go over that worksheet, but before you do it, and actually print it, because while you're watching the videos, I will kind of go through some of this. That is especially true in this first PowerPoint, writing the justice paper. It'll actually have you really work through this gray sheet. I would recommend that you listen to the video, that you take some notes, that maybe you don't write on this yet, but you have some notebook paper out on your desk while you're listening so that you can take notes and jot down some ideas. Because I know that in the face-to-face class, after I present this PowerPoint on that day, this happened last semester, students, I think it's not that the other semesters they didn't need help. It's just that I formalized a process for it last semester. And so you all are really going to benefit from that. And it's this presentation here called the Hill to Die On approach. I had a lot of students coming to my office after this day. So after we did this and this worksheet in the face-to-face class, they came to my office and they're just like, Jan, I just need more help. And I think that I was able to really figure out a way to ask certain questions to really guide them to a justice paper that was really working for them. And so once I noticed that I was asking the same questions over and over again, then I was like, well, this is actually a thing. And so then I put together a presentation for you, and I led you through those same questions. So again, listen to this, have out blank paper, take some notes to record your thinking, and then listen to this. Because I think once you hear this other way to kind of process through the pre-writing, I think that you'll be like, oh yes, now I can really, I'm off and running with this, because then I think you'll really be able to dive into this worksheet. So I'm going to exit out of the presentation now, and I'm going to show you the worksheet in D2L. Okay. So again, here's our site, and some of you, I would say overall, the questions that I got through email this past week was that you are still trying to cut corners and trying to skip the videos. And I'm seeing that in this class and my other class, and I would just say overall, please don't. Please don't skip the videos. You've got to watch the things that I'm using to teach you the content. So please don't skip the videos. Please, you're just really hurting yourself if you do that. Another thing that students are doing is you're not staying in content. Remember, you need to navigate in content the entire time. Don't use these other tabs to get to discussion boards and assignments. Everything's linked here. Now, I was viewing as a student, but I'm actually going to have to stop doing that because since I'm recording this video before the week opens, it actually won't work to show you in that view because it's not open for you yet. So I'm going to go into my mode. And so again, here is the first video. Okay, watch that first. Again, here's the PowerPoint for that video in case you need to refer to it. And this is the one that I think is really going to hone in what you're doing. I feel like once you watch this, you'll be good to go on your pre-writing sheet. So watch this. Here's the presentation that goes with the video if you need to refer back to it later. And here is the pre-writing sheet. So I'm going to click on that now and show you that. And so I will tell you that it's probably okay to do this part of the worksheet with the first video just because I don't think you'll really change your thinking from the hill to die on approach there. So go ahead and you can probably fill that part out. You should recognize this. We did this on the first day of the rhetorical mode essay when it was introduced. Now, you may have ideas. Again, after the hill to die on approach, you should have a pretty good idea of what your working thesis. Again, it's called a working thesis because you are not married to it until your final draft is turned in. You might change your mind. You might go a different direction than you're thinking right now. So just know that this does not have to be set in stone yet. But what do you think? What are you thinking right now? Then I want you to pick a journey. And remember, the journey is your journey from your invitation to your destination. Incident to deeper reflection. Is it going to be problem to solution, right? Like, how are you organizing the journey, the overall journey for your paper? So this is a chance for you to name that journey, and then there's really oddly no spot on there here to do that. So if you just want to write it up here at the top and say, I'm going to do simple to complex, or I'm going to do incident to deeper reflection, or inside out, or outside in, or whatever you finally choose. If you're listening to this and you're going, crap, I don't remember, I know she presented that in class, you might have to go back and watch that video. Now, because it was in the face-to-face portion of our class, the link is under videos. In D2L, I can show you that when I go back. But in general, you might want to re-listen to that video. Okay, and then you're going to want to write about the stops on your journey. So I'm going to start with, I don't know, like, and this should make sense to you because you've looked at all those synthesis papers and you've written one yourself by this point. So you should feel pretty good about organizing some stops, like where are you going to start, voice and wise leader, right? Stuff like that. Like, what are you going to start? Where are you going to go next? Where are you going to go next? And then it says number your ideas in an order because that is going to lead to this graphic where you are going to map out your paper. Now, it's at this point I'd like for you to insert texts. So like I did when I wrote my legal justice paper, you know, I started with wise leader. So my invitation idea was to talk about arrow, and then I moved into my first stop, which was wise leader. I started with, I think, the Emperor's New Clothes. Gosh, my memory is not working right now. And then I think I went into Principio from there, right? And so what text are you going to use in what order? And then I went into my next stop with my text, my next stop with my text. Like, and again, there's an arbitrary number of boxes here, so you might need to like scratch it out down here, add more boxes, or you may not fill them in yet. And so just know that I didn't map out. This is not a prescription for how many stops and stories you need. This is just a document. So use it as a tool, use it for what it works or how it works for you, but complete this and let me see as much of your journey as possible. The document's 3 pages, so when you print it, you can always add extra blank pages to the end of it and then do some more thinking. If you need to add papers, just make sure you get pictures of everything that you're doing so that I can see all of your thinking. Okay, so that is due on Wednesday night as well. So don't leave your synthesis paper till the last minute, because you'll still have this to do. And I would think that while your synthesis paper might take you an hour or so to write, this is going to, by the time you watch the videos and you kind of map this out, you're looking at some time here. So make sure you leave time to do this on Wednesday. Okay. Then know that I'm going to go through all of these and give you feedback on Thursday. I'll just say, most likely I'll be supportive, or I'll help you. I might add text or stops or just give you some advice, but this is the chance to get some feedback, because at that point you are going to do your brain dump. So after Wednesday night, when you turn this in, you've got Thursday and Friday. Carve out some time, get as far as you can. In those videos, I'm going to tell you get as far as you can, right all the way till 11 o'clock, and then start outlining. Say, Jan, I'm going to go here next and then just start giving me some outliney, bullety points where you just kind of explain what you're going to do next. I don't expect your brain dump to be finished. I don't think that it will be, but I think you're going to have an invitation kind of mapped out, and you'll probably get at least through your first or second stop. Get as far as you can so that I can see what you're doing, okay? And then that's due Friday night at 11:30. Have a wonderful week. Lots of writing, lots of thinking and planning this week. Let me know how I can help. Meet with Alex. Email me. Let's set up a time to Zoom. And I hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you're staying healthy and well. And so please let me know what I can do to help you, because, of course, I'm here for you. Okay.